Adrienne Kelbie. I'm a leadership coach who's obsessed with getting people out of their comfort zones and into much bigger ones that help them achieve their real and full potential. Today, I'm with the fabulous Sylvia Jire, who's going to tell us a little bit about her journey with me in coaching. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us a little bit. Who are you? What do you do for a living? And why is it important?
Hi, thank you, Adrienne. I'm also excited of being here. So my name is Sylvia Jire, and I work as a business process improvement manager in BP, an oil company, and I'm currently based in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. And in my current job, I am responsible for improving working processes and refining competitiveness through business improvement plans by partnering with the refineries across the portfolio and also with critical enablers to deliver strategic targets.
Big stakes. So thank you. And when you first started working with me, what made you feel like we would be a good fit?
Yes, I met Adrienne through a leadership development program called Leading in Operations that I joined throughout my company. And as part of the program, we were offered to choose one leadership coach from among several coaches. By that time, had already had a chat with Adrienne since she was also my cadre coach. And I felt we had chemistry. I felt she had a genuine interest in me and helping me develop and make the best out of the program. I could feel that we shared a passion around personal growth and transforming limiting beliefs into practical strategies to overcome them. So therefore, I thought I would love to keep on working with Adrienne
Oh,
and see what
thank
else
you.
is there for me.
That's really nice to hear. Thank you. It has been lovely. So, about coaching, what challenges or opportunities did you initially hope it would help with?
At the start of every coaching journey, of course, you think about what is important to me, what do I want to transform, to change. And I defined for myself a set of objectives that I wanted to focus on during my coaching journey. And I think there were three. One was impactful communication. The second one was ability to delegate. And the third one was prioritizing the team. But I have to say that as time passed by, I added another objective, which was to learn to prioritize myself and my well being.
It's lovely. And of course, happens in coaching. Sometimes things shift as you go along and you realize there's a more deep rooted cause that if you take care of that, the other things become a little
Yeah.
easier. Did you have any concerns about getting into a coaching relationship or any doubts about it?
So, to be honest, I didn't have any concern. To me, it's very important that the leaders take the time to reflect and explore the limitations that consciously or unconsciously might be hindering our
Mm,
ability to cultivate a positive culture and behaviors in the workplace. So, coaching can help in identifying and reducing these limitations and transforming them into constructive elements. Therefore, I am a big believer of coaching, and I was very excited about the opportunity of engaging into a new coaching journey.
thanks.
However, I do believe that it is essential to have a coach that you can trust and you believe has your best interest in mind, as this is essential for a positive coaching experience. I do believe that if you don't have that chemistry with your coach, that coaching may turn out a little bit negative.
Yeah, I agree. How would you describe my coaching style, the kind of tools we use, and what it's like to be working with me?
So what I really like of Adrian's coaching style is that there is always a structure in every session and at the same time flexibility and adaptability. Adrian always puts my wishes first and she always asks at the beginning of each session what is in my mind and what would I like to work on. I find remarkable that independently of the subject I may propose, Adrian always finds the way to convert the session into a very productive one. She always invites me to have deep reflections by asking me the right questions so that I can find a solution by myself instead of only listening to what a coach has to say. Adrian always proposes techniques and tricks that I can directly apply into my day to day job to become a better version of myself. And because Adrienne is very good at role playing, I can always practice with her any of my actions. This way, I get a better chance of being successful when I put the learnings into practice.
I love that. And did anything surprise you about our sessions and our conversations?
Surprise me, maybe not, but I have to say that the role playing is quite interesting because you are just in the spot. You have to, okay, let's practice this. And I am always surprised that you can just transform yourself into any different character to make me explore those boundaries that are keeping me away from becoming a better version of myself. So
Yeah.
that is quite surprising, I would say.
I'll have to reflect on my own skill set with that. Thank you. If we think about impact, coaching is part coach, but you've done all this hard work on our program so far. What would you say is different at work now?
I just think that I've been able to feel more confident and reassured in my role as a leader and member of the leadership team. I have learned techniques to communicate better, to get out of my comfort zone, to turn the volume down of the scared little girl inside of me, and to deal better with conflict. I think
Mm.
this is having an impact in the way I participate in meetings, daring to speak up instead of remaining passive, and also giving feedback to others and say what I see.
And in your personal life, has anything changed for you as you consider your learning more in that personal space?
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, we are just one person, right? So any changes that you do inside of work have a direct impact outside of work as well, and vice versa. So I think outside of work, feeling reassured about who I am and what I stand for has helped me taking decisions in my private life outside of my boundaries and my comfort zone. I
Mm.
have recently decided to change countries, accept a new role, and go after my own personal objectives. And it has been great to bounce and discuss my thoughts throughout the process with you.
Really big changes with which I wish you all the best. What would you say has changed most about your mindset?
I think what has changed most about my mindset is that I don't think in boundaries and I think on possibilities. So I realized that I am responsible to create my own opportunities. And I think that is massive when it comes to realize that we are in control of everything that happens to ourselves, both positive and negative. And I think this has been a big shift for me in the last year.
Was there any particular standout moment where you went, ah, okay, I'm noticing something that's different from me here. I get it.
I guess our conversations in which I realized, like, actually, this person that is talking is not the person who I am today, is someone that is talking from a place of fear, of experiences from the past. I think that was a big aha moment for me because that was transformational in the way that I was approaching problem situations. So I think that stand out for me.
Thank you. Did coaching, or to what degree do you feel our coaching met your expectations?
I think coaching for sure has is not new for me, and this program has certainly by far met my hopes. The fact that Adrian has shown flexibility to discuss topics with me that were much more relevant at a certain moment in time than the few objectives that we established at the beginning of the journey has been of great importance. So the fact that we have been able to adapt to whatever I needed in a moment in time, I think it has been great.
Thank you. If you could imagine that we hadn't worked together and you'd done, as I say, all this hard work through your coaching program, where do you think you'd be right now?
The fact that I can discuss my professional and private life challenges with you in our coaching session has helped me a wave of change in a much more confident way. And I do believe that without coaching, change would have felt tougher, more uncertain, and uncomfortable. So I do think that maybe I would have calmed myself towards the same goals and objectives, but probably it would have been at a slower pace.
I love that surfing wave
The
there. I
way.
can just imagine you on it. It's lovely. So, what would you say to anyone maybe not too sure about coaching or not too sure about being coached by me? What advice could you give anyone?
I always say is that coaching is a gift for any leader or individual seeking to expand their potential. And Adrian has the ability to see that potential in you and take you through a personalized path of discovery where you can focus on creating opportunities for yourself and help you be more impactful at work or in your personal life. So I would say, no doubt, just go for it.
Go for it. Sylvia, that's exactly what you've done, I have to say, since the beginning. It's been a pleasure to hear your reflections on a really challenging and big year. And it's been an absolute pleasure to be part of that with you. Thank you for sharing your transformational journey and one which has got even bigger things coming next year. But again, really appreciate this. I hope it's helpful to anyone considering coaching and
Mhm.
understanding that it is very much two-way chemistry, being prepared to surf that wave, and a lot of flexibility. It's been fantastic. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you very much for being there for me.